Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship, and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. What's the overall energy for this connection? Okay, so we do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, we'll see ultimately why you're getting this card and how it resonates with your reading for today, Pisces. But so far, so good. But yeah, let's focus on you first and we'll jump over to your person's energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. All right, how does Pisces currently view this relationship? Oh, that's a lot, but I'm going to take it. Okay, Pisces. So we do have the Hangman, we do have the Emperor, and then we also have the Six of Wands to the Ace of Swords to the Knight of Wands. Currently at the moment, I feel like this has a lot to do with what you currently find yourself up to more than love, okay? To be totally honest with you, because I'm not getting like a love message off of this energy whatsoever. I just see you very focused on your career or your business if you have one. You're very locked in, is like the best way that I could describe you and your energy. You could have recently removed a lot of distractions out of your life so you could better focus on your goals, your career, your business if you have one. For some of you, you could very well be starting a brand new job. You could even be thinking about going back to school. I'm also getting that as far as like, you wanting to further your education is concerned. But yeah, just very, very focused on you and your career. No distractions, no distractions. Okay. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, and then we also have the Ten of Swords. Who is this person? Well, I feel like you guys know each other. I do. I feel like you guys know each other. Did you recently, have you recently experienced a breakup, or divorce? I don't necessarily see you allowing this breakup or this divorce to get you down. I kind of feel like that's what happened, where you recently experienced an ending here with someone. Yeah, you recently experienced an ending here with someone, and it kind of looks like the someone isn't taking it so well. Is basically what I'm getting. I feel like this person is like trying their hardest to like portray like this image, like they're perfectly fine, nothing's wrong with them, but deep down inside, this person's hurting without you. This person's definitely hurting without you. Okay. How does Pisces feel? How does Pisces feel? I see. We got the Eight of Wands to the Five of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. You and this person more than likely recently experienced an ending here with one another. This to me feels like an energy of you kind of beating yourself up, Pisces. When it came down to this person, I feel like you sacrificed a lot. When it came down to this person, I feel like you put a lot of things on the back burner to essentially put them in your relationship with them, first, to be honest. And I think that you're beating yourself up because of that. Why did I sacrifice this for them? Why did I sacrifice that for them? Why did I put this on hold? Why did I put that on hold? It's like you're beating yourself up. It's like you wish you can go back into time and undo everything, is basically what I'm getting. Like, if you knew that this is how this was going to play out between the two of you, you would have never got with them to begin with. You know what I mean? I'm also getting that for some of you out there, you noticed the red flags early on, but you chose to ignore it. And you chose to basically listen to your heart, so the signs may have been there, you know what I mean, the whole time, but you just chose to ignore it because you loved them and you wanted to be with them and you're really attached to them and what you wanted with them. Point is that you invested a lot of time and energy towards this person that you basically cannot get back. You can't get back. And I just kind of see you beating yourself up because of it. Why did I spend so much, so many years with this person? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? What was I thinking? You know what I mean? I am getting that. And I kind of feel like this is kind of why you're harnessing the energy that you're harnessing now, as far as like, wanting to focus on yourself, your career, the things that you put on hold for this person and, things like that. Because you're harnessing this unstoppable energy is basically what I'm getting. You truly are. And I feel like there's a huge possibility that maybe your relationship with this person was stopping you from reaching your full potential, stopping you from accomplishing and achieving the things that you wanted to accomplish and achieve for yourself. But now that nothing's holding you back, you've just become this unstoppable human is basically what I'm getting. How does this person currently feel? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Magician. And then we also have the Chariot. You might be older than this person. I am definitely getting that for some of you out there. But let's see what's going on. In regards to how this person is currently feeling, Pisces, secretly, okay, I do feel like this person wants you to like resurface back up here for them, as well as run back to them is basically what I'm getting. Now, I don't see this person gravitating towards you, because I don't see that happening whatsoever. You know, they're just choosing to kind of sit in this energy of, yes, I want Pisces to run back to me. Yes, I want Pisces to try to fix or repair things with me, but I'm not going to be the one, you know, to tell them all this. I'm not going to be the one to run after them. I'm just going to sit here and wait, you know, and if we're meant to be, it'll happen. If not, then it just wasn't supposed to happen. It's like they're choosing to kind of leave everything into the universe's hands. Whatever is meant to be will essentially be. But would they love nothing more for you to essentially run back to them, Pisces, and try to fix or repair things with them? Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. I want to see something real quick. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. There's a huge possibility that this person could have been the one to call it quits between the two of you. If this person was the one to call it quits here between the two of you, it kind of looks like this person regrets it. Kind of looks like this person regrets it. Okay. Now, if you were the one to essentially pull the plug on this relationship, I feel like initially, you know, at first, this person didn't necessarily take you and you pulling the plug on this relationship seriously. But now that reality is starting to sink in, they're starting to kind of feel like, oh man, like maybe Pisces really is done with me. Okay, what actions? Okay. Will Pisces take towards this person or moving forward? I don't see you taking any sort of action in this person's direction whatsoever. Like, you're super, super locked in. You're very, very focused on you right now, your independence, like I said, your career, your business if you have one, your education for those of you who are currently in school or plan on going back to school. I'm also getting too that you're definitely putting love on the back burner to prioritize yourself right now. And it makes sense as to why you're putting love on the back burner. You know, for right now, I think that given, you know, your relationship with this person and, you know, the amount of time and energy you invested into this person, I mean, it makes sense as to why you may not want anything to do with love right now. You know, I just kind of feel like you spent so much time pouring into someone else and not pouring into yourself. And it kind of looks like that's drastically changing now. You're no longer pouring into anybody else. You're pouring into yourself. What actions will this person take towards Pisces or moving forward? We have the Two of Cups. We do have the Hierophant. And then we also have the Judgment card. For some of you, this could represent somebody that you were married to. Yeah, this could represent somebody that you were married to or in a committed relationship with. For those of you who are still legally married to this person, it does appear to me that you have every intentions of getting divorced, okay? It doesn't look like reconciling with this person is something that you basically want to do. It kind of looks like you have every intentions of getting, you know, a divorce. For those of you who are still legally married to this person. Here's the thing. For those of you who are still legally married, you know, to this person, you guys start the whole, you know, or, well, I guess when you start the whole, you know, divorce process, you know, I think that this person will definitely express that they want to work things out. Now, you're not going to feel that way, you know, as far as like working things out with this person is concerned, because it looks like you're very, you know, hell bent on wanting to basically get a divorce. But I think that this person will essentially mention that that's not what they essentially want, that they want to work things out. So you guys are not going to obviously see eye to eye on that. This person might give you, you know, some, you know, pushback, potentially even a hard time, because they don't want the two of you to basically get a divorce. They want the two of you to work things out. But it's one of those things where it's like what's going to make them happy is not going to make you happy. And what's going to make you happy is not going to make them happy. Somebody's going to have to take the loss here, in other words. And it kind of looks like it may have to be them, it may have to be them, because unless you change your mind, of course. But if you're very hell-bent on getting a divorce and not making this relationship work between the two of you, nobody could force you. Not them, not the court, not nobody. So, then there's that. Now, here's the thing, Pisces. I do see this person still in this energy of waiting, waiting for you to come back, waiting for you to resurface back up here for them, things of that nature. And I think that it's being revealed, to them that you're not coming back, okay? And that's going to be a very tough pill for this person to swallow, mainly because it goes against what they originally wanted, which was for you to resurface back up here for them and, things of that nature. But it kind of looks like you're dead set on walking away from this entire situation and, never looking back. I think that you learned a valuable lesson through this entire experience. I am definitely getting that you're very determined to not make the same mistakes moving forward. I'm also getting that, as well. So everybody's learning something here, I think this person's learning that what's meant to be will essentially be. And even though they're not necessarily getting the outcome that they want as far as the two of you getting back together is concerned, it's that classic saying, from the Bible, you may not understand now, but later you will. And I think that that's something that this person is essentially learning along the way. You, on the other hand, it just kind of looks like you learned a valuable lesson. And unfortunately for you, Pisces, you learned it in a very rude way, this, valuable lesson, but nonetheless, you learned a valuable lesson. You gained wisdom off of this entire experience. And so did they, you know what I mean? Everybody learned something. I wouldn't go as far as to say this relationship was a complete and utter waste of time. I think that you learned a lot. I think that they learned a lot as well. And, unfortunately, just kind of looks like y'all are not going to get back together, unfortunately. So we have engagement out here. I do want to look a little bit more into that, just to see why you even got this card to begin with. We have the Three of Pentacles. We got the Sun, and then we also have the Two of Swords with the Six of Cups. Yeah. Yep. I feel like this person, the reason why you got engagement is because this person wants to keep whatever it is that you guys have with one another, whether it had been a marriage, a committed relationship, whatever have you. They want to continue to keep it intact, right? This is basically them and their energy wanting to keep this relationship intact, but that's where you and this person just don't see eye to eye. They want to keep this intact. You don't want to keep this intact. You just want to focus on, starting this whole new chapter for yourself, in this whole new life for yourself. As far as your relationship with this person is concerned, unfortunately for them, it does appear to me that you are done with this person. Unfortunately for them. Okay. And they will eventually, move forward and move on with their life and accept the fact that, it's just not meant to be. And that's okay. Nothing's meant to last forever, Everything that, starts has to eventually come to an end in some way, shape, or form. So they may not understand why all this is happening, now, but later on, this person definitely will. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.